Now we don't know what they are going to do with us. We tried our luck like the others. We are just like the others. They entered through the fence, and we entered through the fence. They are looking for a better life, and we are looking for a better life. Exactly the same. There is no difference.
The people who are here, plus the Moroccans, we want to enter Europe, but if the government is going to say welcome, we are with the government, and if it says get out, we are here until death. We want to be here in Spain, nothing more.
Like, you all know that what is happening in our country. The political system is not good at all. There is not what they don't ask your qualification or what you can do, but who do you know? And if you don't know, if you don't have link, you cannot access to those things. We need human rights. We are human. Human rights can give us our rights. If you have our rights, we will have documents. They will register us, and then they will do what they're supposed to do for us.
Now we don't know what they are going to do with us. We tried our luck like the others. We are just like the others. They entered through the fence, and we entered through the fence. They are looking for a better life, and we are looking for a better life. Exactly the same. There is no difference. They are going to try to help others before. Maybe they help. I don't know what I should do, whether to help them first. Like people from Europe before people from Africa. We are looked down upon in Europe. Moroccans in Spain are looked down upon in Spain. Are we not like everybody? Not everyone, but you know, the young people. Because we are still young, even though we haven't registered, you know? Just like the others. When we saw the Hispanics, we do the same as the others. Then we grow up little by little. We start understanding things. I was in Tangier at home. I got up to have a coffee, to smoke a cigarette at a coffee shop. I heard someone came saying that the border is open. They have problems. Everyone is crossing. And I was already thinking about Spain. So I took a taxi and came straight to Castellano, and to die in Madrid, I crossed the border.
The people who are here, plus the Moroccans, we want to enter Europe, but if the government is going to say welcome, we are with the government, and if it says get out, we are here until death. We want to be here in Spain, nothing more. The Europeans now are afraid of all the people here. We are in Europe, it says to everyone. Europe tells Spain not to let us enter. We couldn't enter, but we could make a place to sleep, food and everything for all the people.
We don't know why we are still here. We don't know why we don't, even here, they don't allow us to cross. You see them there, we cannot cross even. We are here. At times when you go inside the city to buy food, also is problem. Like, you all know that what is happening in our country. The political system is not good at all. There is not what they don't ask your qualification or what you can do, but who do you know? And if you don't know, if you don't have link, you cannot access to those things. We need human rights. We are human. Human rights can give us our rights. If you have our rights, we will have documents. They will register us, and then they will do what they're supposed to do for us.
Iran accused the United States and Israel of orchestrating the mass migrant surge into Spain's Ceuta enclave, linking the crisis to wider geopolitical tensions. Iran's embassy in Kenya claimed the migrant crisis was intended to punish Madrid over its stance on the Middle East and regional conflicts. Tehran alleged the operation was coordinated with neighboring authorities as part of a broader effort to destabilize Spain. In Spain, tens of thousands of migrants crossed into the Ceuta enclave, overwhelming local authorities and emergency services within days. Iran described the migrant surge as both a gift to Europe's far-right movements and a warning against countries that defy US and Israeli policies. Israel's UN envoy Danny Danon criticized Spain while defending Israel against accusations over the worsening regional tensions. Danny Danon said, and I quote, "Spain, which never misses an opportunity to lecture Israel, has declared a state of emergency in Ceuta following the crisis over its immigration policy. Maybe before it continues lecturing us, it's time it explained to the world why it still maintains colonial enclaves in Africa." Unquote. Spain's transport minister responded to Danny Danon's remarks, saying recent developments had made the broader picture increasingly clear. The diplomatic dispute followed months of tensions over the Gaza conflict, Iran and Spain's recognition of a Palestinian state. Spain has also closed its airspace to U.S. military aircraft involved in strikes against Iran, further straining ties with Washington.
To tell the people of Ceuta that all of Spain is with them, all of Spain is with them, and consequently, the government of Spain stands with the city of Ceuta, and that we understand their emotional state and the distress they have been experiencing over the last few hours, especially since yesterday. Secondly, to define what happened yesterday as an attack, a violation of Spain's territorial integrity. Ceuta is a Spanish city, and what happened yesterday deserves all our reproach, all our condemnation at the most vigorous level of rejection, condemnation, and consideration. The violation and attack on the territorial integrity of a Spanish city such as Ceuta are deplorable. I don't want to forget, of course, and not to a lesser extent, the crisis of the other autonomous city of Melilla also experienced yesterday. But we are in Ceuta, which in this case is a city suffering the greatest crisis in comparison with Melilla, and, of course, it reminds us of a situation also experienced in 2021. That is why the third commitment I want to express, in addition to taking responsibility for cooperating with the autonomous government of Ceuta, is that the government of Spain will use all the mechanisms of the state, all the resources of the state, to guarantee the security of the citizens of Ceuta and, of course, coexistence in the autonomous city of Ceuta, in addition to what we have always been doing during these recent years, which is demonstrating the resounding, total and unequivocal commitment of the government of Spain to the present and future of the autonomous city of Ceuta. There has not been a government that has invested such an amount of economic resources in state investments as the current government has in the autonomous city of Ceuta. What has happened? Well, what has happened is indeed a violation of the territorial integrity of Spain, of the borders of a Spanish city such as Ceuta. And in the discussions we have had with the Moroccan authorities, the underlying issue is the self-serving interpretation that human trafficking mafias have made of Supreme Court ruling, which actually reaffirms a previous court decision by the High Court of Justice of Andalusia, which states that repatriations at the border do not apply to those who enter our territory by swimming through the sea, considering that there is no physical border, as there is, for example, when a land border is crossed. This is the situation. It seems that this interpretation of the Supreme Court ruling has spread like wildfire over these last few hours through human trafficking networks and has caused an avalanche of the characteristics and magnitude that we experienced yesterday. I say this because over these last few years, what we have seen in Ceuta, and of course also at the most critical points, Melilla, the Canary Islands, the Balearic Islands, in short, also along the Mediterranean and Atlantic coast of Spain, has been a systematic reduction in the arrival of irregular migratory flows.